Jai Hind, friends. Putin's big offer for a small, floating, modular nuclear reactors, and this can be converted into plants and stations. So, what's this offer is? Let's see. It came during, and the statement came during his final statement during the concluding joint statement session, and he spoke about it and is given the open offer. So let's see what is a small, what is a floating nuclear reactor, what is all about he's talking, because this is actually today is the most hot topic as for the nuclear power plant generations, and all over the world people are rushing for it. But Russia, they are the master, they are the superpower as far the nuclear as a whole is concerned, and especially for the nuclear power generations. They are the pioneer, they are the absolutely, they're top notch, no one can touch them. And we said that it is a superpower as far the nuclear is concerned. I'm not talking about the nuclear weapon, but the nuclear power generations. And they have done it. The small nuclear reactor, they have put it into the even in a missile. We have Bosniak missile, which they have shown, which can go round and round the earth and go to the unlimited power generation and hit the target. But he is talking about the nuclear floating nuclear reactor, which can be made all over the India. It can be mushroomed. As on today, we know that in 22 reactors, out of the biggest reactor is Kalam Kudam, where the 6 of them are coming, which will coming in the record time of, in 2 years' time, 4 more plants is coming and ensuring that the fuel supply will be absolutely uninterrupted. Now he's talking about the smaller. What is this? See, the small nuclear reactors are, which can be, used as a power stations, as a plant, which produce, where only 300 megawatt is generated electricity. The bigger ones, 1,000, megawatt is generated, which is so that the smaller one is 1/3 of that, as per the capacities of the traditional cell. Now, it can be built in the factory and assembled in the factory. So it is a modular in design. You do not have to go onto the site, because transporting it, putting it to the remote area, it is a huge task. It has taken even for the Russians for 11 years to put the first plant at Kodam. And other one, it has taken 14 years. Now he's promising that 4 in 2 years. But so these smaller nuclear reactors, it can be a floating ones, which is, generally, as I told you, the 300 megawatt. And you don't require the land. It's basically, India is a very peninsular country. So all around we have got a coastline, and every state, along with the state, every district, it can come over the water bodies. You can lake, you have got a river, where is the ponds are there, you can put it over there, and which is smaller design. It can be transported, factory produced, it can be joint developed in India, and then it can go to that site and just you put it and start generating electricity, which you can cut down the timings, you can cut down everything, environmental issues, and you can start it generating. Out from 22, we can go to 22,000. And it is the most cheapest and the cleanest way of doing it. And what is when you transport them as a plant, you can carry them to the remote areas, like all along the Himalayas. It can go where the army deployments are there. There are lakes, there are water bodies. You can just put over there. It can be a floating offshore platforms on that. It can be on barrage area. You can put it there. You can have the ships in, if you have got huge lakes, like you can have the ships over there, which can be a floating, and it can produce. So India can jump from 2.8% of the total generation to any amount. You can go right up to 100%. From 22 reactors, you could go to 22,000 reactors, which is it is going to, because it's a modular, produced in the factory. It can be co-developed in India. We can have transfer of technology. And I think this offer has got many, points, avenues, which will open for India. And I think in India should catch this. I believe so. They must have been discussed, and that's why he made this statement. I think it's a great, great offer. And I think India is going to encash this. Jai Hind.